All right, guys, welcome back to Middle Class Reactions. So, looks like Iran has started striking a U.S. base again over in Kuwait. I think it was Kuwait. And we are striking Iran again. This all allegedly happened over a downed Reaper MQ-9 Reaper drone that Iran downed, which has been verified that Iran did do that. And then Iran struck a base. I'm wanting to say Kuwait with a ballistic missile and a bunch of drones. And so the U.S. then went back and we started bombing them again. We bombed some infrastructure facilities and our normal stuff, infrastructure and the normal stuff that we go after. So this is as of 15 minutes ago from Fox News. I usually don't like grabbing stuff from Fox News because it's Fox News. I mean, let's be real. It's like grabbing something from CNN. But on an issue like Iran, I like coming here because this is the most charitable side of it. I'm very anti-war in Iran, so to try to counteract my own biases, I'm trying to be fair. So let's see what Fox News is saying about this.
Sitcom, meanwhile, says U.S. forces have carried out a fourth round of self-defensive strikes on Iranian targets. This follows the Iranian Revolutionary Guard downing an American drone over the weekend. Overnight, the president posted this: Iran really wants to make a deal, and it would be a good one for the USA. Just sit back and relax. It will all work out well in the end. It always does. He's also reportedly sent that radical Islamic regime some proposed changes to the latest peace deal. It offers tougher language on Iran's nuclear commitments, and it pledges to reopen the Strait of Hormuz. A former deputy national security advisor is backing the president's approach.
The Iranian regime, the remnant.
Sitcom, meanwhile, says U.S. forces.
All right, guys. So that's the latest on that one. That was posted as of 15 minutes ago from Eric Daughtry. He's just another Trump shill. I mean, he's not a unbiased person. None of us are unbiased.
Consequences of any violation. Over the weekend, Hezbollah launched more than 50 rockets into northern Israel as Israeli ground forces pushed deeper into southern Lebanon.
Just to be clear, on the side of the negotiation. So what's the main thing holding this up is that Israel keeps invading Lebanon. At first, they were saying that they're going to go to one of the major river in southern Lebanon, the Natali River, I think is what it's called. They got to that river and then went right across it, and did what Israel does. So let's reverse this real quick. Again, Fox News trying to counteract my own biases, but this is what it is looking like currently, and this is a little more context. This was posted as 2 hours ago.
Targets over the weekend. According to Central Command, we understand these strikes went after Iranian radar systems and command and control sites for drones in Gurak, Iran, along the coast and on Keshem Island. CENTCOM described the action as defensive in nature to prevent Iran from attacking international shipping lanes and after Iran shot down a $4 million U.S. drone. The Iranians responded by targeting Kuwait with drones and missiles early this morning. Overnight, President Trump posted to Truth Social saying, in part, Iran really wants to make a deal, and it will be a good one for the USA and those that are with us. Iran's parliament speaker and top negotiator Mohammad Khalibaf said this on Sunday about the ongoing talks.
What matters to us are the tangible achievements we must obtain in order to undertake our own commitments in return. And until we are certain that we have secured the rights of the Iranian nation, we will not approve any agreement.
New this morning, Iran's foreign minister trying to attach the possible deal with the United States to the situation in Lebanon. He said on X the ceasefire between Iran and the U.S. is unequivocally a ceasefire on all fronts, including in Lebanon. Its violation on one front is a violation of the ceasefire on all fronts. The U.S. and Israel are responsible for the consequences of any violation. Over the weekend, Hezbollah launched more than 50 rockets into northern Israel as Israeli ground forces pushed deeper into southern Lebanon.
All right, guys. So that's where we're at right now. So let's go over a few realities. All right. So pretty much every Friday and every Monday for the past, 4 weeks, Trump on Friday will come out and say, "Hey, we're really close to a ceasefire. This is really good. This is the best thing for America. It's the best ceasefire ever." That kind of thing. On Monday, he'll usually come out really close to a ceasefire. We're really, really close to a ceasefire. Why is he doing that? Because it's not true any time. Why is he doing that? He's doing it to try to curb the market. Because Friday is the closing of Friday the market's closed, Monday the market's open. So he's trying to hit on both days to try to curve the markets down a little bit to keep everything kind of stable. What's the reality of a ceasefire? The reality of a ceasefire is that until Israel stops going into Lebanon, which is what this whole war is actually over, go to war with Iran. That way Israel can go further into Lebanon. We're going to keep being at war with Iran. This is what it's going to be. Iran's openly said this, and if you remember back now, as you just saw on Fox News, the narrative is that now the Iranians want Lebanon to be a part of the ceasefire talks. But if you remember the first set of ceasefire talks, like the very first set when all this first started, everyone agreed Lebanon was attached to that. The only people who didn't agree was Israel, and then here we are. It's no secret. Israel didn't make it a secret that they want pretty much all of Lebanon. They went in and they have displaced another. We're getting up to almost 750 to 800,000 people from Lebanon. So the way that Israel went in back in 1947, when Israel first became a nation, the way they did that is they went into Palestine and Gaza and a bunch of other, the surrounding areas. They displaced around 500 to 600,000 people. Some numbers go as high as 700,000, but we'll call it in the middle at 600,000. So think 1947. That would be, that's my grandparents' age. My grandparents are, starting to pass away, sadly, but that's my grandparents' age. So I think if you're in your 40s or 50s, if you're my parents' age, their grandparents were adults when that happened. So that hatred that still lasts from them, well, guess what Israel just did in Lebanon? Created their enemies for the next 100 years. So that's where we're at with that. Until the Lebanon situation is handled, the Iran situation will not stop unless, and this is a possibility, I don't think it's a likely one, but it is a possibility, unless Trump just went, you know what, we're out, Israel, do what you want. We're staying out of it. We'll support you with, naval ships for anti-missile defense, but besides that, we're out of it. I don't think we're going to do that, but that is a possibility. That's kind of where we're at right now. There's been no serious ceasefire discussed. Every time anything starts to kind of happen, Israel ups their strikes and their movements in Lebanon. Stop it. Iran then responds by launching missiles, or Hezbollah then responds by launching missiles, and then America launches missiles back at Iran, and round we go. So that's where we're at with that. Yeah, it's just kind of what it's going to be, and that's been the case for the last about 4 weeks. That's kind of been the wheel that we've been on. So, I'm not gonna dive down into the Hormuz Strait situation. I'll probably do a separate video on that, but that's where we're at with Iran, guys. So I'll keep y'all updated if anything else were to actually change. But yeah, guys, like, share, subscribe. It helps me out a lot. And y'all be safe out there. I'll catch y'all next time.